I'm not trying to be rude when you see me on mute. I'm just trying to take care of some stuff around the house. I'm very much listening and have the phone in my hand. I just don't want to give too much dog in the background and think.
Oh no, you're totally good.
On these comments
do you want me to run through the messages?
Yeah. You can hit those ditties.
Okay. Diddy.
Yes, it is. It's like depending on the shelter, because only depending on the square footage. And then there's also aspects where there could be women's only shelters. There's men's only shelters. Then you have those that are wet shelters. Then you have dry shelters. And then they also have different curfews as to when you can get in. So if you don't get in by that particular curfew, you're screwed for the night. So really, in essence, when every day that homeless person wakes up, and again, I can attest to this, you're thinking about where are you going to lay your head? Where are you going to wash your ass? Where are you going to get new, fresh clothes to be able to wear that don't smell like it came out of some secondhand store? I mean, I know I'm bringing a lot of personal experience, and I don't mean to sound so subjective, but this is why I said it's like I think I've said all I needed to say, because I really.
That doesn't sound subjective. I mean, like that sounds like so much stress every day that is unneeded. Where am I going to bathe? Like that's a huge one, right?
Definitely, yeah. I think you telling your personal experiences. I don't want you to think that at all that anyone's like taking it as that. I think it's
the opposite.
I don't think that it's total opposite. And I think that I don't know what I'm trying to say here. I think that people need to hear your story. Like people need to hear these things, and this should be like spoken about more often.
From the ground, from the ground, from the boots on the ground. So bring it. Don't stop. Yeah. Lady May the Poet.
I'm waiting for the encryption wall to drop so I can get into this Nicholas Wade stuff. No, there are shelters in Vegas, and yeah, you're right. There are people sitting outside Shady Tree for Women hours before it closes. They kick them out before 8 o'clock in the morning, and then you got to be back before like 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon on the weekends to get a bed so you could sleep somewhere. And Metro here in Vegas has been instructed by our darling governor, not our governor, our mayor, to pick up the homeless, give them a warning the first time, give them a shelter to go to, or if they've already been warned about that and the cops have names and records of these people and they've seen them more than once, pick them up, take them to jail, which is really wrong, or fine them, or both, which I don't see how that helps anything except to clean up the streets an awful lot around my neighborhood. But like I said, it's repopulating, and they have nowhere to go.
There you go. And imagine, so she's in Vegas. She said they have to line up at 1 to 2 in the afternoon in Las Vegas heat in the summertime. Are you kidding me? Wow.
Goodness.
And now we turn it into a legal problem so we can round them up, put them in a for-profit jail. Kamala Harris, thank you very much. And, I don't know if people know this, but in the firestorms of California, they use prisoners at $2 a day. They pay them $2 a day to be fighting forest fires. Firestorms. Crazy.
I did get that. Oh, that's interesting.
It's brutal. Yeah. So, and you know why they volunteer to go fight a fire? Because it's better than getting butt raped in jail, right?
Absolutely. I'd rather be out there than, I can see why they're taking it, but that's just shit to even have that option.
Yeah. Horrible. So and they could be homeless people who were rounded up. They could be nonviolent drug offenders. And now of course you're going to volunteer to go fight a fire because you're not going to get beat up and raped and all that.
Exactly.
Horrible stuff. Oh, God. Next message.
I met a guy on the street who lived in a house. A lot of them do. They live in houses. They'll rent them together, and they'll all go and crash, and they'll go and have drug parties and stuff when they get enough handouts and shit like that. And they all go to the Salvation Army. They can get stuff for free. They get vouchers from the homeless city-run things. So he got him a boot that looked like he had a broken leg, and he took his dog with him, and he stood in the Burger King parking lot, and he made $300 the one day. Because he said, people don't care about us. People care about the dog. They want the dog to get fed. He said, people would come out and give me food for me and then give me burgers for the dog and stuff. But, Yeah, these people are they're playing everybody. It's ridiculous.
Well, we got to be careful, these people, right? We got to be, no generalization works. That's what racism is built on, classism. So we can't go there, right? Because that's a structural thing. We can't buy into that. We know this. So, but let me tell I think it's a rare percentage. Because I worked on the street as a doorman downtown San Francisco for a decade. So I saw it all every day. And I saw these three guys that had a scam going. They had a cat and they had a cane between the three of them. And I used to give them money, but then one day I saw them doing a Rochambeau to see who got the cat and who got the cane, and the third guy was just ass out of luck, right? So I just happened to see them doing this around a corner one day, and I'm like, oh my God, that's their scam. Because one day a different guy would have the cane every day, and a different guy would have the cat, and it was a cat really well trained to stay on their shoulder, and everybody gave the person with the cat money, right? But that was the rarity, man.